My name is Tristan Hanks. I am preparing this presentation for ED 302, taught by Dr. Teddy Gordon. In this presentation, I would be discussing school financing. I will discuss how it impacts students, its policies, its court cases, and what I believe should be done about it. So let's begin this presentation. What is school financing, you might be asking yourself? School financing is the money that goes into a school that is used for many different things. It can be used for technology, the electricity bill, desks that the students sit in, or even the lunchroom food that the students eat every day for lunch. Next, you might be asking yourself, well, where does this money come from? Some of the money comes from the state and some of it comes from the local government funds. The local government sends in approximately 93% of the funds according to PBS. These funds are your income taxes. In Alabama, the average district spends $9,000 per student, which is less than the national average of $11,000 per student. In Morgan County, the town I grew up in, they spend an average of $8,000 per student. The range in Alabama is from 12,536 to 7,536. There are 136 school districts in Alabama. The school district that spends the most money is Mountain Brook, and the school district that spends the least amount of money is Etowah County. These statistics are according to Alabama.com. A district that is located in an area with a high property value, such as Mountain Brook, has the ability to raise more money than a school in a low property tax district. What does CNN have to say about school financing? They say that public education is supposed to be free, but it is really not free because it comes from the people's taxes. An estimated $1.5 trillion is spent in public elementary and secondary schools every academic year. They say that this is spent on 50 million students throughout the United States. What does Fox News have to say about school financing? They say that money spent per student has been increasing since 2009. They say that when No Child Left Behind was created, that they thought it would fix the funding problem, but it did not, so they got rid of it. They also say that the state government contributes $276.2 billion per school year, and that the rest are from the local and federal government. How does this impact students? This impacts students first, and probably the biggest impact is technology. So much of the United States relies on technology in today's societies, from smartphones to tablets to computers. We use technology every day. They use technology to help connect with their students. They have smartboards, they have Chromebooks. It is in almost every classroom. To not have this financing for students to have this technology is depriving them of something that will help them learn. Another impact on school financing has on students is the lunches. Many students do not have food at home, so the lunch and breakfast that they receive at school is the only lunch that child will eat all day. Some schools are starting to have free and reduced lunch, which is an amazing thing, but that is not enough. Students should be able to get the food from the cafeteria and enjoy it. It should be healthy meals that taste good at the same time. These meals should be something that the students enjoy and love eating every day. Other impacts on school financing might be electricity, air conditioning, the heating unit, Wi-Fi, desk. Students, with the technology coming into the school being so brought into the school, Wi-Fi is a big thing. And not having good Wi-Fi can impact the students' learning. Also, the heating and air conditioning is a big thing. You don't want to go inside a school building and it be the same temperature as it is outside. That will affect their learning. Also, having a desk that squeaks might affect a student that has a problem with noises and won't be able to focus because they're focused on the noise that desk is making. On May 18, 2017, $6.4 billion were put into a trust fund. This money will keep Alabama schools mostly funded at the same level as it was the past year, but it does provide for some increasing for K-12 schools and other programs. Budget provides funding to hire an additional 150 teachers to grades 4th through 6th. It gives $13 million for funding for pre-kindergarten programs, along with federal grants that will allow 100 new pre-kindergarten classrooms to open the next school year of 2018. In 1973, U.S. Supreme Court case San Antonio School District versus Rodriguez effectively removed the constitutional burden for providing public education away from the federal government and placed it completely on the states. Educational funding trends is all the 50 states employing funding systems with various formulas, revenues, generators, and levels of federal government. Money is the root to all educational problems. If the school receives more money, then the students will succeed. Like I said in the earlier slides, if a student is having things such as computers and better learning environments, then they would have a better learning experience and a better learning outcome. I believe that state and federal governments should put more money into schools. If our society is wanting everyone to go to school, then our society should be the one putting money into the cause. Students need good environments to learn in. They all should be given the proper meals so that they can focus and not worry about having a sick stomach because they did not have breakfast that morning. To conclude this presentation, I would like to thank my teacher for giving me the opportunity to research such an amazing topic. It really opened my eyes to the problems of school financing, and school financing is a widespread phenomenon and it's not just happening in Alabama.